Overwhelming. I don't usually get to Hollywood. I get to Beirut more than I get to Hollywood, but it's nice to be here. I want to thank the fans, first of all, for showing up, supporting us all these years, supporting shows that I've been involved in. And of course, the fans have to be thanked first. Without the fans, there's no show and there's no careers. So thank you very, very much.
You're welcome, man.
Also, I'd like to thank, of course, Sofia Vergara, Katie Seagal, Steve Levitan for showing up, saying nice things about me. I mean, I paid them, but still in all, it was nice for them to do. And you know, I can't help but thinking right now, as I'm standing here, it's a bit emotional, that somewhere in the world, at this moment, in a hospital, a beautiful little baby girl is being born. And when she grows up, she's going to be my next wife on TV. And I'm looking forward to that day. I'm not going to keep you guys long. I have to thank a guy named Mark Hirschfeld, who in 1986, when casting Married with Children, a few years before, he had gone to Hartford, Connecticut to visit his grandmother and was bored and went to the Hartford Stage Theater to see a redo of a classic play, Mice and Men, John Steinbeck. I happened to be playing Lenny. It was a real good production. He remembered that, and a couple of years later, when they were having trouble casting the part of Al Bundy, he convinced the producers to take a chance on auditioning me. I was a dramatic actor from New York that nobody ever heard of, and so it's funny how things work that way. And I eventually got the part with Katie. I did 11 years on Married with Children. The producers, creators, writers of that show, Ron Levitt, Michael Moye, two great guys. I loved every minute of it with them. Never a crossword. As Katie said, we used to rehearse and we would laugh so hard we would fall on the floor, roll out of chairs. It was a great, great job. I've done many things in between, and I'll just mention I've had a great relationship with Pulitzer Prize winner, playwright Dave Mamet. We're also very personal friends. Also David Milch, Deadwood, Hill Street Blues, NYPD Blue. I've done 2 series for him, and he's given me some of the best parts I've ever done on film. Now I'm doing Modern Family, and of course Steve Levitan, one of the creators. The other one is Christopher Lloyd, the wonderful Christopher Lloyd. They're a great, great team. It's a fabulous show. It's a great job to work on. I think I'd have to say, I think honestly it's the best job I've ever had. And I really, really enjoy the cast. Some of the guys are here, they've been introduced. It's just a great, great experience. So, I've been working a long time. And I realized in thinking about what I was going to say, I started thinking, you know, you don't have a long career by yourself. It's not luck. You have a lot of help along the way. And, you know, from my parents in Youngstown, Ohio, Ed and Ruth O'Neill, my brothers and sisters, Tim, Len, Paula, Noreen, and my friends, one of my best friends is here today, Ross Locke, and his wife Cynthia, helped me a great, great deal. I was going to thank Chuck Noll for cutting me because he showed good sense, and I don't think they'd have won 4 Super Bowls had he not. And I wouldn't be standing here talking to you if he had. And so that was a good break for me. I've had wonderful agents over the years. Iris Grossman, Sheila Robinson, who's no longer with us, who I love dearly. My manager, Mark Gervitz, who I would say is the best in the business. I'd also like to thank the Gracie family from Rio de Janeiro, the great world champion jiu-jitsu practitioners who I've been involved with for over 20 years. Elio, the Grand Master, Horian, my teacher, his sons, 2 of them are here today, Hiron and Henner. I've gotten very, very close with the family. These guys are the best in the world. And it's been a very, very meaningful experience in my life. And lastly, I have to thank my wife, Kathy, who I met in 1980. And she was a little girl from Teaneck, New Jersey, and I was doing a Broadway show. She knew the playwright. I was in the play. We had a couple of drinks. We went out. We fell in love. We moved in together. We eventually got married. We've been together all this time. I've depended on her for almost everything that a human can depend on another human for in my lifetime. Counseling, cheerleading, dress, but although she didn't see me this morning, going to take my hat off and put it on. Anyway, it's been wonderful. I could not have done this without Kathy, and of course she gave me the two greatest gifts of my entire life, my beloved daughters, Sophia and Claire. So that's it, folks. Listen, I'm a very fortunate guy, and thank you so much for your support. Thank you.
Welcome.